What's going on, guys? Money Webby here. A pretty decent night last night. The pitchers did their thing, but the hitters were inconsistent in the lineups I played. One of the four lineups had Cespedes, so that was definitely a lock for money. He had like 46 DraftKings points last night. He went absolutely bonkers. But yeah, the pitchers did their thing. Robbie Ray got you 29 DraftKings points. If you went him, he got his strikeouts like we thought he was gonna. And the hitters that I recommended just didn't hit the home runs that they could have. The situations were perfect against Bartolo Colon. A couple other guys in that game went deep except Stanton. And then also Mark Trumbo. The wind was blowing out right to left field. Trumbo has the power to go over that green monster easily, but the fly balls just didn't reach over the stadium. So that happens though. Home run guys, they don't go deep every single night. But you got to give yourself the most exposure to the home runs because that's how you got the money last night. If you got the home runs, guys like Cespedes dropping 3 home runs last night. If you had him, you were instantaneously in the money. So you have to have the exposure to those guys and the strikeout pitchers like Robbie Ray last night. So we're going to try to do a similar thing today. So leave a like down below if you're excited for today's slate. I think it's a 12-game slate, so we definitely have some guys to choose from. I'm liking the slate so far when I looked at it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already as well to join me on the Money Mob, the best place for your DFS advice out there. So definitely do that, and you can follow me on Twitter as well at MoneyWebby for my full lineups. I tweet out a lineup before lock every single day. Then I have some variations off that. If you want those for $5, it's 3 variations per day or $20 for the week. So it's less than $5 per day if you just want to try out a week of my lineups and see how those do. But yeah, guys, let's get into my 2 ace of the day, my 2 favorite pitchers that you need in your DraftKings lineup. And my 3 bats, my triple play, my favorite 3 bats and batters, hitters, you name it. That's it. Let's get into it. My first ace of the day is going to be Vince Velasquez for 9,200 against the Mets. The Mets went insane last night hitting. I don't think that's going to carry over today, though, against a strikeout phenom in Vince Velasquez. They probably faced the worst pitcher in planet Earth last night in Clay Buchholz. That guy is atrocious. I know firsthand being a Red Sox fan. But Vince Velasquez, this guy strikes out a ton of hitters. Last game, he had 10 strikeouts and still let up 4 earned runs in 4 innings. He got you 16 DraftKings points just because of those strikeouts. He is an insane strikeout guy. He should be a lock for 7+ strikeouts, I believe, in this game. The Mets have a lot of home run guys, so that can definitely lead to some strikeouts. They're always swinging for the fences. Vince Velasquez strikes out hitters at 27% of the time last year. He's already at 50%, so 50% of the batters he faced in the first game, he sat down with a strikeout. That is definitely good. This guy has some mean pitchers in his arsenal, so I love him to get the strikeouts, to get you that floor and that upside if the Phillies go and win him the game, so you gotta lock him in. My second ace of the day is going to be another pitcher at the top of the board. You got to pay up for these studs. Marcus Stroman for 9,300. I think he is the best pitcher on this board. He's not priced that way, though. And Toronto is definitely going to win this game. Vegas has them as huge favorites. They're minus 220 as of right now. So you're going to get that extra 4 points when Toronto wins. J.A. Happ pitched pretty poorly last game against Milwaukee and still got around 14 DraftKings points just because of that strikeout upside that pitchers have against Milwaukee. They have a lot of guys that are swinging for the fences as well. So I think Stroman can definitely get like 7 strikeouts in this game against a Milwaukee team that likes to strike out. And he is a much better pitcher than J.A. Happ, so he's not going to let up that many runs. He can go deep in games. He can probably go 7 innings in the spot. Toronto's going to win. He'll get you the strikeouts, and I think he'll only allow like 2 runs in this game. So for 9,300, I think he's definitely going to get you 20+ DraftKings points. You got to lock him in. So now we got my triple play, my favorite 3 bats, and we're going to start off with Andrew Benintendi for 4,100 against Baltimore. He's going against a pitcher in Ubaldo Jimenez who lets up a lot of hits and a lot of runs, and Benintendi is very good against right-handed pitchers. He has shown great power in his first half year last year and this beginning of the year, and the wind is actually blowing out to right field, so that definitely favors the left-handed batters that like to pull it to right field. So that's going to allow Benintendi an extra opportunity to really go deep and hit a home run in this spot. He actually can steal bases as well. He's a pretty fast kid. He can get some runs. I think this game is going to be very high scoring, so I definitely like stacking the Red Sox in this spot, and Benintendi will definitely be one of my favorite plays in this game. Against a bad pitcher, he can definitely hit a home run, and I don't know if Benintendi knows, but they haven't even given him a pitcher on DraftKings. It just has a number 16 instead of his face. The kid is a good looking guy, so the least DraftKings can do is give him a pitcher. Come on, DraftKings. Benintendi's going to be pissed when he finds out and go off in this game, so you gotta lock him in. My second bet of the day is Khris Davis for 4,000. That is with a KH and Chris. I think he can easily hit a home run in this game. The wind is blowing out to left field. Khris Davis is a right-handed hitter, so he can easily pull one over the fence and get you 20 DraftKings points in just one swing of the bat. If some guys are on base, even with no one on base, he can get you 14 with that home run, so he can definitely light it up. He's actually been hitting for average this year as well, batting .345, and he has 4 home runs as well. So I think the power is definitely there. Against right-handed pitchers, his ISO, which really measures his power, is .302 over the last 2 years. That is a very high number. An average is like .15, so he's nearly doubling an average ISO. That is insane power. I think he can hit a home run or not, just like a double in this game to really rack up the DraftKings points. And 4,000 is not an insane price for what this guy can do. He can definitely get it done for your DraftKings lineup, so lock him in. My third and final bet is Khris Davis for 4,800 against the Red Sox. You might be getting some deja vu with the last play, but this is actually a different Khris Davis. He is on the Orioles. The last guy is on the A's. He spells his name a little bit differently. It's a CH instead of a KH, but they are pretty much the same guy. They both have insane power, so they can definitely go deep. Both of them in this slate. He's facing against a pitcher in Steven Wright. He's a knuckleball thrower. Against knuckleballs, you can easily hit him for home runs, and Khris Davis is exactly that, a home run hitter. He has shown great power against the right-handed pitchers, which he is facing today. As I said before, with Benintendi, the wind is actually blowing out to right field and Fenway, and that favors the left-handed batters. Khris Davis is a left-handed batter, so if he pulls one to right field, it should carry a little bit more better odds of him hitting a home run in this game. So I like his chances for that to get you a ton of DraftKings points. You need the exposure to these guys, so we're going to lock him in. So that's going to do, guys. You have your 2 aces of the day in Stroman and Velasquez, and your 3 bats, the triple play, Khris Davis, Benintendi, and your other Khris Davis, the Khris Davis Power Brothers. So definitely lock those guys in, and leave a like down below if you guys enjoyed the video. Let's try to get this to 30 plus likes to represent the Money Mob in the best way possible, and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already for these daily videos for MLB. We're gonna do it until the wheels fall off. They're not gonna fall off. They're gonna be full of money in the back of this wagon, so you gotta subscribe to join the Money Mob. So yeah, guys, pound that like button, subscribe. I really appreciate the support so far, and let's go and win some money. Good luck, Money Mob, tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.